What if I told you that people decide whether they trust you, respect you, or even like you before you say a single word? It sounds unfair, right? But it's true. Right now, as you're watching this video, your body is sending messages, messages you're not even aware of. And the scary part is that people are responding to those messages, not to your intentions. Have you ever felt ignored in a conversation or felt like people don't take you seriously, even when you know you're capable? It's not always about what you say. Sometimes it's about what your body is saying for you. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover how small, almost invisible movements can completely change the way people see you and the way you see yourself. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. This is about presence, confidence, and control. So stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll never walk into a room the same way again. Before we speak, before we explain ourselves, our body's already communicating. It sends signals every second, signals about confidence, fear, honesty, interest, or discomfort. And most of the time, we don't even realize we're doing it. Body language is everything your body does while you communicate. Your posture, your facial expressions, your hand movements, your eye contact, even the way you sit or stand. Research suggests that a large part of human communication is nonverbal, which means people often believe what they see more than what they hear. Think about it. Have you ever said, "I'm fine," while your shoulders were slouched, your arms were crossed, and your eyes avoided contact? Did people really believe you? Probably not, because your body was telling a completely different story. This is why body language plays such a powerful role in first impressions. In just a few seconds, people decide whether you're confident, trustworthy, nervous, or unsure. And once that impression is formed, it becomes very hard to change. That's why body language matters so much in job interviews, presentations, meetings, and even casual conversations. Confidence, for example, is mostly shown through the body. Standing straight, keeping your shoulders relaxed, making natural eye contact, and using open gestures can instantly make you appear more confident, even if you feel nervous inside. And here's something interesting: your body doesn't just show confidence, it can actually create it. When you change your posture, your brain starts to follow. On the other hand, closed body language sends negative signals without you noticing. Crossing your arms, avoiding eye contact, constantly fidgeting, or shrinking your posture can make you seem insecure, defensive, or uninterested. People may misunderstand you, not because of your words, but because of how your body spoke for you. Eye contact is one of the strongest elements of body language. Too little eye contact can make you seem nervous or dishonest, while too much can feel aggressive or uncomfortable. The key is balance. Natural eye contact shows confidence, attention, and respect. It tells the other person, "I'm here and I'm listening." Facial expressions are just as powerful. A genuine smile creates connection instantly and makes people feel comfortable and safe. Forced expressions, however, are noticed immediately. The face rarely lies. Even micro expressions, those tiny, fast reactions, can reveal emotions we try to hide. Hand gestures also play an important role. Open palms often signal honesty and openness, while hiding your hands can suggest discomfort or insecurity. Calm, controlled gestures help emphasize your words and make your communication more engaging and believable. Sometimes the most powerful message you send is not what you say, but what you don't say. Silence combined with strong body language can be louder than 1,000 words. The way you pause, the way you hold eye contact, and the way you stay present all communicate confidence without effort. Have you ever noticed how leaders enter a room? They don't rush. Their movements are calm, their posture is open, and they don't feel the need to prove anything. Their presence speaks before they do. And that's not because they were born confident, it's because they learned how to control their body language. Body language also affects how you talk to yourself, even when no one is watching. When you sit collapsed, head down, scrolling endlessly, your energy drops. Your mind feels heavier and less motivated. But when you sit up straight, take a deep breath, and lift your head, something changes. Your energy shifts and your mindset follows your posture. This is why body language is deeply connected to self respect. The way you carry yourself sends a message not only to others, but to your own brain. It says, I matter, or sadly, I don't. And over time, those messages become beliefs. Another important thing to understand is awareness. Body language is powerful, but it's not about exaggeration or acting. People can sense when movements are forced and when smiles are fake. Authentic body language is calm, natural, and aligned with who you really are. You also don't need to be the loudest person in the room to be powerful. Presence is not noise, presence is clarity. It's grounded energy. It's knowing when to speak and when to let silence do the work. Body language is also a tool for understanding others. By paying attention to posture, expressions, and movement, you can often tell how someone truly feels, even if their words say something else. This skill improves relationships, communication, and emotional intelligence. In everyday life, body language appears in moments we usually ignore. At work, the way you sit in a meeting can determine whether people listen to you or overlook you. Sitting upright shows confidence, leaning slightly forward shows interest, while slouching back or checking your phone sends a message of disconnection. In relationships, body language often speaks louder than words. You can say, I care many times, but if your body is turned away and your attention is elsewhere, the message feels empty. Presence is felt, not declared. And when someone feels your presence, they feel valued. Even on camera and social media, body language matters. The way you look into the lens, the way you pause, and the way you move your hands all create connection or distance. People don't connect with perfection, they connect with calm confidence and authenticity. And perhaps the most important place body language matters is when you're alone, when no one is watching. The way you stand in front of the mirror and the way you sit with yourself in silence shape how you see yourself more than any external opinion ever could. So if there's one thing to take away from this video, let it be this. You don't need to change who you are to be confident. You don't need to speak louder or become someone else. You simply need to align your body with your truth. Because when your body and your intention move in the same direction, people don't just notice you, they remember you. Your body's always telling a story. Make sure it's telling the one you want the world and yourself to believe. But there's more to body language than just being seen as confident. It's about influencing how you feel internally as well. When you practice good posture, take deliberate breaths, and move with intention, your mind follows. You begin to feel calmer, more focused, and more capable of handling any situation. Your body and mind work together to create a sense of inner strength that no one can ignore. In professional settings, body language can be a game changer. A simple adjustment like uncrossing your arms during a meeting, leaning slightly forward when listening, or making subtle hand gestures when speaking can make your ideas more compelling. People are naturally drawn to those who carry themselves with poise and presence. Often, the difference between being heard and being overlooked comes down to these small cues. Even during difficult conversations, body language matters. Maintaining a calm posture, keeping your hands relaxed, and sustaining soft eye contact shows respect and understanding. It communicates that you're engaged and open, even if the topic is challenging. On the other hand, defensive gestures like fidgeting, crossing your arms, or looking away can escalate tension and misunderstandings. Isn't that fascinating? Social situations also rely heavily on nonverbal cues. When meeting new people, mirroring subtle gestures or matching energy levels can create rapport and connection instantly. Smiling genuinely, nodding in agreement, and keeping an approachable stance invite trust and friendship. People sense authenticity, and your body communicates it even before your words do. Another critical aspect is consistency. When your words, tone, and body language align, your message becomes powerful and memorable. If someone says one thing but moves in a contradictory way, it creates doubt and confusion. Alignment builds credibility. People are more likely to follow, trust, and respect someone whose presence matches their message. And let's not forget self-awareness in everyday moments. Standing tall while waiting in line, sitting with purpose at a cafe, or walking with intention through a crowded street all send subtle signals to the world and yourself. These small acts reinforce confidence and help your mind internalize strength, even in ordinary, seemingly insignificant moments. Isn't that amazing? Finally, remember that body language is a lifelong skill. It evolves with practice and reflection. Pay attention to your habits, notice how others respond, and refine your gestures. Over time, you'll notice not just external changes in how people treat you, but also an internal shift in how you feel, think, and move through the world. Mastering your body language isn't about perfection. It's about presence, authenticity, and awareness. It's about choosing how you show up every day, in every space, with every person, because when you truly own your body, you own how the world experiences you.